Good evening. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to thank the veterans and their families tonight. Appreciate y'all coming and welcome. We have the minutes before us. Hopefully everyone got a chance to look through them. If there's no questions, can I have a motion to accept the minutes for public hearing and work session June 4th?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion carries. We have before us a resolution for budget amendments on fiscal year 2020. This is due to a lot of journal entries that moved items into the proper locations, and there were so many of them that the counselor felt that we could just do one resolution accepting all of those amendments as one fell swoop. And if no one has any objections, I'd like a motion to accept the resolution and pass it for the 2020 budget amendments.
I make the motion we pass the resolution for the 2020 budget or adopt it.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor? I'm sorry, did you, yes, do you have a question?
I have a question. Are we doing just 2020 or are we doing 2021?
Well, this is for the journal entries that there were so many of them that we're passing it for the 2020 budget. It's just amending what was approved last year. So this is just for the 2020 right now.
All right.
Motion carries. And we also have the sixth and final draft for the fiscal 21 budget before everyone. Everyone had this prior to tonight, but April made another copy, so in case you didn't have it with you, you would have it before you. And with that, there is a resolution to adopt the fiscal 2021 budget, which is a balanced budget. And we have had 2 public hearings, plus individual sit-downs with various members of the council to discuss items in this budget. Anyone have questions?
I do. Last meeting, we had our budget 2021. Tonight, we got another budget. Is there a difference or what's the difference or what?
The document that I gave you at the last council meeting was before the changes that council asked me to make before this meeting. So there are some pages that I had to switch out because the numbers changed on those pages.
So the one we had was basically draft 5.
Correct.
This one is draft 6,
Correct.
which correlates with this.
Correct.
So that is in order
we suggested, during the, work session, basically, is in here now,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Any other questions?
I have a question.
Good.
We have a difference from last time what we sat down here to this time of the $50-something thousand that was sitting in the police department. And now it's gone.
And I think that was like draft 4 that we took that out. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, the last time we sat down here, I asked the question of where it came from, how it got there, and why. Can you explain that?
It was a possibility of bringing another support services person into the police department. And also, I believe some other parts of payroll changes
Correct.
as a possibility, but all lumped as one sum.
Correct.
And the council did not like it in the budget, and it was asked to be removed, so it was taken back out of the police department at that point.
Yes, from draft 5 to now.
So draft 5, not draft 4, okay?
I guess technically, yes, it is 4.
And that went into the Public Works Department for another individual in the streets and roads, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct.
Okay.
Well, from my understanding, chief of police kind of got thrown under the bus, so to speak, at the last meeting. If you have anything to say, you need to say it now, because I'm gonna apologize to you.
Well, I just wasn't familiar with the question that was asked for 400,000. My understanding was 306,000. So I couldn't add the numbers up and didn't know why it was there.
Okay? All right. Well, if you felt like you were thrown under the bus, or you got thrown on the spot for any reason, I want to apologize to you for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions?
The changes in yellow, for instance, on 281 Public Works, so that's,
That was 60,000. That would have been to hire Jackson County.
okay,
At this point in the year, I don't think it's prudent because we're coming into the hottest time. So, in order to fully fund the library for the additional $17,500, so that they get the full $285 grant, took that, they needed an additional $17,500 over the $11,000 that we had committed to. So that gave them the full $28,500. So that come off that 60. If you look, the what's the category of prisons are the corrections?
No, that's under general government, under governmental.
It was Department of Corrections on the third page. And we took that 60,000 out, took 17,500 for the library,
yeah,
took part of that and put it into the street department for another worker, and the difference of $7,050 we added to road improvements.
which is 307,000.
Correct. So that's why they were,
30.
that's why they're not only red, because they were another change,
Yes.
but they're in yellow so that you could show what I did with that 60,000.
Okay.
So technically, there's enough to hire 2 people on the street
With
with
the
those
money.
changes, yes, as entry level.
Mhm.
But there again, I think the prudent thing would be to hire one, see where we're at after, revenues and everything start to, come in after our moratorium.
Mhm.
And then we can decide as a council if we want to hire another one, or do we want to go ahead and amend the budget and put the 60,000 in for corrections and bring in, prison help from Jackson County. But in the meantime, the money's there if we did want to do two, not just one. And part of that is because 54 was pulled in, and then part of it was out of the 60.
So basically, the new person's function would be streets, roads, improvements, doing jobs like mowing, and letting streets and roads guys return to their normal,
Correct.
duties.
They'd be responsible for weed trimming, pulling weeds, flower beds, taking the water buffalo around town, watering trees, watering all the plants so that the beautification committee have put in for us, and whatever other necessary, if it's help digging a ditch to put a water line back in,
Mhm.
whatever it takes, it would be an entry level, like someone straight out of high school or something of that nature. And then our I lost the word here. Our skilled laborers that need to be on limb truck and in backhoe work and things like that would be freed up.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I think
Any
that's
others?
That's a great idea. And the rest of the budget, there weren't any other, I don't see any other changes. There's,
No, it was really just, removing that one position.
okay. I appreciate you putting this budget together and getting full transparency to the council and making it very easy to see where the money is, where it's going, what changes have been made. It's, I think it's light years different than the budget we had, light years better than the budget we had last year. I appreciate it. It makes it easy to make a decision.
Well, if there are no other suggestions, I'd like a motion to accept the resolution for the fiscal 21 budget approval.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Okay, motion carried. Next on the agenda is Lakes of Statham final plat with contingency. When Counselor arrived later this afternoon here, I should say earlier, he had a conversation with their attorney, and they have still too many items on the list of to-dos that they felt that it would be best that we wait until next month. So I think the best thing would be to table this until July 21, which will be our next scheduled council meeting. Do we need a motion, Counselor?
Yeah, it needs to be a motion, a second, and approval to table your request to the July 21st meeting.
Can I get a motion? Okay, second.
Second.
And all those in favor? Motion carries. Don't believe we have anyone here from the Moore Estates. I did have a couple of emails go back and forth the last few days, and the one later this afternoon one of the representatives for Timothy Casper stated that he had to be before the Winder Council tonight, so he would not be able to make it. So apparently, we need to, I need a motion to table this until July 21 for our next council meeting as well.
Motion to table.
Okay, second.
I'll second it.
All those in favor of the table? The motion carries. We don't have anything right now on the new business, unless I'm unaware. So at this time, is there a need, Counselor, for executive session?
There is, Mayor.
Okay, can I have a motion to go into executive session? We have, okay, a second. Okay, Betty, and then all in favor? Okay, we will return.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Can I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Yeah, well, I don't forget, it's something, that's before that.
I second.
All right.
All those in favor? The motion carries. Counselor?
Mayor and the city council of Statham adjourned into executive session to engage in protected attorney-client communications related to pending litigation, which is an exception to the Open Meetings Act. No formal votes were taken, and no actions were authorized in executive session. Copy of the affidavit and resolution will be included with the minutes.
Thank you, Counselor. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion, we adjourn.
I second. All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you all for coming this evening. Appreciate it.